Simmons from Access Church, and today I wanted to ask us all a question. Have you ever found yourself in a season of doubt, asking questions like, is God real, or is he there, or if he's there, does he even care for me? We've all had doubt in God. I especially have had a lot of doubt in God, especially this past year. And don't we all just wish when we have doubt in God, like, oh man, if God could just show up for me really big, just one time, if he could just do like that one big miracle, then I would 110% know that he is the one and only God. Well, today I'm going to talk a bit about this guy from the Bible named Elijah. And what you need to know about him is that he was the best major prophet in the Bible. He was like the Michael Jordan of major prophets. He performed so many miracles through God. Now, one time when Elijah lived, the king and queen had turned the people against God, and so pretty much Elijah announced that there would be a drought. There would be no rain, no water, until the king and queen turned the people back to God. So this goes on for about 3 years, and so eventually they have to do something about it. And so they make this deal with Elijah. Pretty much they would both prepare a sacrifice on Mount Carmel, and whoever's God was real would set fire to it from the heavens. So the next day, the people of Ahab cry out to their God from morning till noon, and there's no response. And something you need to know about Elijah, it's one of the reasons I admire him, is he's cocky. And so while all this is going on, Elijah's taunting and mocking him, saying, surely he is a god. Perhaps he is just deep in thought or busy or traveling. Maybe he is asleep and must be awakened. And at one point, the people of Ahab are literally slashing themselves open with swords and spears, crying to their god Baal. But there is no response. Now finally, it's Elijah's turn. He goes, he prays a short and sweet prayer to God, and the Lord brings fire on Elijah's sacrifice. Now King Ahab goes and tells Queen Jezebel about this, about everything that happened, and she is ticked off. She sends a messenger to Elijah saying that she will most definitely kill him. Now I don't know how you roll, but I'd like to think if I were Elijah in this scenario, having been told from a messenger that Queen Jezebel would kill me, probably because she was too scared to come to me in person, I'd be like, big deal. Try me and I'll just pray one more time and we'll see what happens. Like, God, just bring that same fire you brought down yesterday on Jezebel. You know what I'm saying? But as we read 1 Kings 19:3, it says Elijah was afraid and ran for his life. What do we do when life gets hard and we find ourselves doubting in God? Today, I have 2 points on what to do when you find yourself doubting in God. My first point today is first, we look back. To overcome doubt, you must first look back at all that God's done for you. And you might say to me, well, Joey, I don't really have that much to look back on. Well, honestly, that's kind of just a lack of perspective. Like the fact that you woke up this morning, the fact that you woke up in this state. And trust me, I know it's challenging. I've been there, especially as a pastor's kid. I've always felt like there's this weird amount of pressure on me. Like, if I have doubt in God, will they be super mad at me? Am I making them look bad? Like, am I making a bad example for my church? But what you need to know is God isn't afraid of our doubt, and he actually wants to help us through it. So in our story, Elijah is afraid. He runs off into the wilderness, praying that God would literally just take his life away. He's that scared. He lays asleep and he takes a nap on a bush. So you may have gotten this far into the message and been like, well, so what, Joey? What's the point of all this? Are all you going to tell me today is we all struggle with doubt, but it's okay because Elijah did too? Well, no, but to first overcome doubt, you must first look back. I promise to you, it's important. But my next step on what you've done, my next step of faith after that you've looked back is you look forward. After looking back and taking a moment to realize you're okay, your job is to trust God and tell him that he can take control of your life. So in Elijah's story, he tells God that he literally just wants to die. He's that afraid. He runs off into the wilderness, he takes a nap on a bush, and when he wakes up, there's an angel of the Lord there. And the angel says to him, get up and eat. Why does this matter? Different people could take different things out of this verse, but what God's trying to show us here is that God is a God who cares about every aspect of your life. In fact, I'd say it like this: the God of yesterday is the God of today, and the God of today is the God of tomorrow. If he's taken care of you in your past, you can trust him to take care of your future. In fact, I'd even say it like this: the greatest indicator of what God's going to do in your future is what he's always done. Ask and pray that God will set the right pieces in their spot so that you can move forward past any doubt you might have. Let's pray today. Dear God, I just pray for anyone in this room today who might be struggling with doubt in you. First of all, Lord, I just pray that you help them know that they are not alone. But second of all, Lord, I just pray that you help them take a second, look back, and then look forward past any doubt they might have. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah. My man.